When I was at my deepest and darkest, my most sugar addictive, when I was starting off the morning with half a liter of ice cream, I know some of you are thinking, how'd you stop at half a liter? Right, well, there was a time in my life where that was actually being good. And then I would eat cake for breakfast. I would have cookies in between waiting for my lunch. I'd have more cake at lunch, and I didn't stop eating sugar until I went to bed that night. And the scariest thing about giving up sugar was going through withdrawal, because I knew I'd tried it in my past, but when I was at my worst, I was really scared because I knew I would have things like shakes, I would have migraine headaches, I would have massive, massive mood swings, and the craving for sugar would be off the charts. So there's a way you can kind of go cold turkey and get off of sugar that you're going to have that feeling, and it's going to be really, really tough. And for some people, their only way to give up sugar is to go cold turkey. And you want to be prepared for that. There's actually a more gentle way of giving up sugar that's going to minimize the effects of withdrawal. And that's what we really focus on with Sweet Freedom. We actually take 3 weeks leading up to giving up sugar to get your body ready for that withdrawal so that it's actually not traumatic. And one of the biggest things that we do is we start to replace the sugar that's in your body. So number one, we use the replace principle, one of the philosophies from Return to Food. Okay, so we start to take all that super refined sugar and the high fructose corn syrup and we get it out of the kitchen. So we're not necessarily giving up sugar cold turkey. We're just finding, in a sense, higher grades of the drug, more nourishing types of sugar in our body to replace the things that we've been having before. So then what it does is it teaches you kind of your soother or pacifier that sugar becomes. You at least have a less toxic, a less addictive version of it, and it has less of a hold on you because of that. Then what we start to do, as we're removing the high fructose and the nasty sugars and the artificial sweeteners out of your body, we start to move in the good neighbors, right? Okay, these are the neighbors that are nourishing, they're energizing, you want to be around them, they're protecting your body, and that's in the form of vegetation. We start to get you hyper-nourishing and getting the foods into your body that actually limit your cravings for sugar. So the more of these foods you're having, the higher quality of the sugars you're having, so the more natural the sugars are. When it comes to that point of actually giving up sugar, it becomes so much easier. And the last thing that we do a lot of other things, but the last most significant thing we do is we start to get you to remove toxicity mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. So looking at the things you read, the things you watch, looking at the conversations that you're having, we start to turn those around from being toxic in some cases, or at the very least malnourishing. We start to infuse nourishment into those areas of your life. And one of the big kind of concepts around hypernourishment, which I also teach in Return to Food, is to make sure that you have something of purpose and meaning, and you start to build that into your life, something that actually makes you feel good beyond just kind of the physical instant gratification. Once you start to implement this strategy for giving up sugar, the withdrawal is much less painful, and the process of actually embracing a nourishing life is so much more joyful. So if you're looking to withdraw from sugar and get off of it, and you don't want to do it in a traumatizing way, this is the best way that I've actually seen work for many, many clients over the years. If you liked the video, please give us a thumbs up and like it, subscribe to the channel, and share it with people you care about that can benefit from this, and join our incredibly supportive Facebook group. And lastly, if you're looking to get sugar-free naturally, follow the links below and find out more about the Sweet Freedom online program.